Hello, little dreamers, and welcome to a very special bedtime story. Are you all tucked in and cozy? Perfect. Tonight, we're going on a wonderful adventure with a little girl named Lily. Outside Lily's window, the sky was a deep, velvety blue, dotted with tiny, twinkling stars. The big, bright moon smiled down, casting a soft, silvery light into her room. Lily was snuggled in her bed. Her favorite teddy bear, Barnaby, held tight in her arms. She had brushed her teeth, put on her comfiest pajamas, and listened to a story with her mom and dad. Now, it was time for sleep. She closed her eyes, took a slow, deep breath, and let her imagination begin to dance. As Lily drifted on the edge of sleep, something magical started to happen. The walls of her bedroom seemed to melt away, and her bedspread turned into a soft patch of moss. The posts of her bed stretched upwards, growing leaves and branches until they became tall, friendly trees. Her little reading lamp transformed into a gentle, glowing mushroom, casting a warm, happy light all around. Lily opened her eyes and gasped. She wasn't in her bedroom anymore. She was in an enchanted forest. All around her, tiny points of light began to flicker and float through the air. They were fireflies, but not just any fireflies. These ones glowed with all the colors of the rainbow. One little firefly, glowing a beautiful sapphire blue, zipped over and booped her on the nose. Lily giggled. A rustling sound came from a nearby bush, and out hopped a fluffy rabbit wearing a tiny vest. "Hello there," the rabbit said, his nose twitching. "Welcome to the Whispering Woods. My name is Pip." Lily, full of wonder, replied, "Hello, Pip. I'm Lily. This place is amazing." Soon, other friendly animals came to greet her. A wise old owl with spectacles perched on a branch hooted a soft hello. A family of squirrels chattered excitedly, offering her a shiny acorn. Lily felt so happy and safe. The fireflies danced around her, creating sparkling patterns in the air, and the gentle whispers of the forest sounded like a soft, sweet lullaby. Lily and her new friends played a quiet game of hide-and-seek among the moonlit trees. Just as Lily was giggling behind a giant fern, a soft, fluffy cloud drifted down from the sky. It floated right beside her, as if inviting her for a ride. Waving goodbye to Pip and her other forest friends, Lily carefully climbed onto the cloud. It was as soft as a giant pillow and felt wonderfully warm. The cloud gently lifted off the ground, carrying her up, 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 past the treetops and into the starry night sky. She floated through a sea of sparkling constellations. There was a great bear, a brave hunter, and a glittering dragon, all winking at her as she passed. The stars hummed a gentle, twinkling tune. As her cloud ship sailed onward, she saw the big, friendly moon waiting for her. The moon had a kind, smiling face and a gentle, deep voice. "Welcome, little traveler," the moon rumbled softly. "You are just in time for a story." Lily snuggled deeper into her cloud as the moon began to speak. "Once upon a time, the moon began. There was a tiny star who was afraid of the dark. But you are the dark," the other stars would say. So, the little star decided to make its own light brighter than ever before. It shone with all its might, not just for itself, but to help light the way for lost travelers, and to make sure no one ever felt alone in the dark. And that little star, the moon finished with a wink, is shining right above you now. Lily looked up and saw one star shining just a little bit brighter than the rest. The story filled Lily with a warm, peaceful feeling. She thanked the wise old moon, and her cloud gently began its journey again, this time descending towards a new, even more surprising land. As she floated down, a sweet smell filled the air, the smell of chocolate and candy. Lily's eyes grew wide with delight. Her cloud landed softly in a world made entirely of sweets. The trees had swirly lollipop tops and licorice trunks. The grass was made of green apple candy, and the flowers were colorful gumdrops. A river of creamy chocolate milk flowed gently by, with little marshmallow bunnies and lambs playing on its banks. Lily hopped off her cloud and took a little lick of a candy cane fence. It tasted like peppermint. The marshmallow creatures bounced over to her, squeaking happily. They were so soft and squishy. Lily spent what felt like hours playing with them, building little castles out of gummy bricks and sailing leaf boats down the chocolate river. Everything was sweet, playful, and fun. But as she played, a gentle sleepiness began to creep over her. The sweet world around her started to feel fuzzy and distant. The lollipop trees began to sway and blur, slowly turning back into the posts of her bed. The chocolate river faded away, becoming the pattern on her cozy duvet. The marshmallow creatures waved a sleepy goodbye as they dissolved into her fluffy pillows. The whispering woods and the starry sky gently faded from her mind. Slowly, Lily found herself back in her own bed, in her own quiet room. She was still holding Barnaby the bear, and the soft moonlight was still streaming through her window. The adventure was over, but the feeling of peace and happiness remained. She felt so calm, so warm, and so very sleepy. Her dream had been a wonderful journey, filled with friends, stories, and sweet delights. Lily smiled a tiny, sleepy smile. She took one last, deep, relaxing breath and let herself drift completely into a deep and peaceful sleep. All was quiet now. The stars outside kept watch. The moon smiled down, and Lily, our little adventurer, slept soundly, dreaming sweet dreams until the morning sun came to wake her. Good night, little one. Sleep well.